Tomorrow will be 1 year since a gunfire claimed the life of a Columbus teen in a park near Far East Side Community Center. Her family furious. No arrests have been made in this case, no charges filed. The shooting happened in a park that was full of teenagers.
NBC4 anchor Carrie Charles spoke with Makenzi Ridley's parents about the investigation into their daughter's death.
Friday marks 1 year since an evening of fun in the park ended with the death of Makenzi Ridley.
It doesn't make the pain any less. It pisses me off even more, actually, because I feel like nothing's been done. So I'm upset in that way. I miss her deeply.
Her dad is a coach at Walnut Ridge High School, which is right next to the park where his daughter was shot.
Her being gone really, something that's really hard to deal with still.
21 days after the 17-year-old graduated from Northland High School, a number of teens, Ridley included, gathered at the park between Far East Community Center and Walnut Ridge High School. Flyers now on utility poles in the area are pleas for help.
When it first started happening, I thought maybe it was a park-sanctioned event because there was so many people.
One man who didn't want to be identified says he saw the crowd in the park.
Even though they weren't doing anything wrong, you could just kind of feel that something was brewing.
Then just after 7.
Yes, it's Columbus Police. How can I help you?
Okay, so it's a water fight, big water fight at Walnut Ridge. It's like a lot of people out here, but people are making threats saying they're going to shut up. I just want to make sure y'all there.
The Columbus Division of Police radio run printout doesn't show any officers being dispatched. But more than 90 minutes later, starting at 8:44, several people called 911.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody got shot.
The radio run report shows officers arrived on scene at 8:49 and started first aid at 8:54 as medics arrived to the location. In late January of this year, the Columbus Division of Police released this video. Investigators say it shows 2 suspects running from the scene. One appears to have dropped, then picked up a gun. The day after Ridley's shooting death was Chief Elaine Bryant's first day on the job.
I can't even begin to tell you how affected I was today. This was supposed to be a day of excitement and joy for me coming on this job, but all I feel is heartbreak right now. Heartbreak for this family. Heartbreak for Makenzi.
Just weeks ago, on June 2nd, I requested an interview with Chief Bryant. I wanted to ask, among other things, why did it take so long for the surveillance video to be released?
I asked the same question, Carrie. I asked the detective on the case, why did it take this long to release the video? The reply was they had to get approval. I said, I know it didn't take this long to get approval.
I also wanted to know what is the latest with the 2 suspects seen in this surveillance video. Despite my recent and a previous request to speak with Chief Bryant, her office has not scheduled or denied an interview.
I'm not going to badmouth them. I think that, they have a job to do and they have to take certain steps to do their job. But I will say, I do not feel the sense of urgency. We understand that the police are inundated with lots of homicides. They can't just focus on Makenzi. We understand that.
But they want answers after what has been a painful year without the daughter who planned to attend Wilberforce University.
Sometimes you say don't be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't even think that was the case because they was at a rec center. They was out here having fun, teenagers just graduating. Like I said, this is still unbelievable. She just came in the community to just have a good time with her peers.
It would behoove the city, the community, everyone to get this thing resolved because it's not going away. We care too much about our child. The community cares too much.
Local for you, Carrie Charles, NBC4.
And we reached out to Columbus Police several times this week with some of our questions and to request a statement about this case. We have not received a response. Ridley's mother says the family has hired a private investigator with hopes of turning any new information over to Columbus Police. Tomorrow, Ridley's family will award scholarships in Makenzi's honor. And while the event is private, you can learn more about the effort by looking for this story on NBC4i.com.